Carolina, we are going to start the agility ladder in today's workout. Oh, by the way, hi. I hope you're doing good. We are going to start the agility ladder in today's workout. Now, when you go to do it, remember there's a progression. So, accuracy first, coordination and accuracy, and then you can get faster and faster. Plus, you see how your cardio is affected. Doing something is always better than nothing. So, you can walk it, jog it, or run it as far as pacey. Don't feel like you have to go blazingly fast to get benefit. And when we're going to couple that with some arms where we actually sit down and we work the guns, okay? This is a good bicep, tricep, shoulder routine. We won't have much on the chest or the back, but our arms are going to get a heck of a good workout. So with that said, let's jump into action. Okay, friends, so before we start our activity, let's get ourselves warmed up. Let's start with a little left to right step. And while we're stepping, try to pull your stomach in, vacuum the abs in, breathe normally, breathe a little deeper than you probably need right now, oxygenate the body, let the day go. If you're working out in the morning, wake yourself up and get ready for your day. If it's afternoon or evening, try to give yourself a vacation from any of the stresses or anything that might have made the day less than pleasant. Let's save the day. Let's try to turn an okay day into a great day and a great day into an excellent day. Okay, chain breakers, keep moving your feet. Try to keep your arms parallel to the ground, open the chest and get some heat into those shoulders. Couple more. Okay, settle your feet. Tricep swings, palms together, elbows sky high. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm circles, we go back 1, forward 1. When your arms go overhead, lift your heels. Get a nice little calf raise. It unbalances you, so we get some core recruitment if we can maintain our balance. Obviously, we're warming up the shoulders and getting some mobility. And then we have blood circulation when we do our calf raise. They call the calves the second heart, just because of the way it pumps blood through your extremities. Okay, float your fingers up, open up one, open up the other, follow with your eyes, stretch your chest and your neck. And we have yet another plane for the shoulders, right? You can see Razi and Yoshi over there. Okay, elbows up, parallel to the ground, trunk twist with a nice pivot. Ooh, big stretch for Yoshi. See, she got the right idea. She getting loose. Way to lead by example, Yoshi. Ooh. Okay, center up, side bend reachers. We'll alternate by pushing the hip. 5. Ooh, hi, handsome man. Okay. 4. Ooh. 3. Ooh. 2, 1. Okay, now rest your arms, reach down, and then let's roll our head. Let's stretch out our neck a bit. Relax your jaw while you do this. Okay, drop your chin, head comes up. You're gonna go double shoulder width, toes out, heels in. You bend down, you can put your hands right here on your quadricep muscles and push. Drop your butt a little. If you're a little more limber, forearms on the inside, drop your butt down even more. Keep pushing, and then rock a little bit to the right, rock a little bit to the left. Just open up the adductors, the inner thighs, stretch out the hips. Get some heat in the legs while we hold this squat. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, push with your legs, square your toes, lateral lunge, brace on the quads, kick your hips back. Okay, everybody's favorite. If you go to the left, your right hand grabs the shin, and then we reach looking to the sky. And then when you go to the right, your left hand grabs your shin. You reach, opening the chest, getting a nice spinal twist with our adductor stretch. Here and here and oh, we love this one, don't we? It reminds us of how important stretching and mobility is. It's like saying, we like getting punched in the face. It reminds us of how good defense is. Okay, now a few scorpion curls. Let's skate and hook our heels to dynamically stretch out the quadriceps and get some knee and ankle mobility. Think about synovial fluid, which is the lubricating fluid for the joints, getting that moving. Let's do some circles. We'll make them in to out. We'll alternate, and now we have some single leg balance as well. Ooh. Let's reverse it and go out to in. Okay, put one foot in front, toes up, you're at the heel. We come down, good hip hinge, we scoop, and then we switch. We hinge, we scoop, step back and switch, scoop. And it's okay if your front leg isn't perfectly straight. It's okay if you can't get all the way down to your toes. It's just a dynamic hip hinge and hamstring stretch. And yet it's another way to move, right? Back and forth, back and forth. We shifted our weight, we hooked our heels, moving left to right. Now we get a little forward to back. One more. Ooh, good, okay, time there. So gang, get a sip of water if you need it. Remember to sip ounces as we go, and it'll keep you replenished. Don't chug, it might get sloshy or you might have to pee. And let's jump into action. So the most important thing on an agility ladder is the agility. They didn't bury the lead. So take it slow. Maybe you're able to go fast today. Maybe you played soccer and you're familiar with these, or basketball. Maybe you're just athletically a natural at it and it's something that you can start moving through pretty quickly on immediately. But there should be no pressure. Timing, accuracy of movement, coordinate through the ladder, then add speed. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so the very first activity is the lateral double tap. We're gonna start on the end of our ladder and we're gonna move with the foot closest to the ladder into the first rung. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Should exit, re-enter. Pump your arms like you're running. Try not to go across your body. Think shoulder to hip. And if you don't have a ladder, as much room as you might have, you double tap, stop, double tap. We're gonna go for 60 seconds. You don't have to do every second of the minute. Breaks are always allowed. Set a pace that's not too fast. See how it taxes you, okay? Let's go. Steady breathing. So as far as pace, it's kind of like when you say, do you want it medium or well done? You know, it's just nice to have a good shorthand reference. So what I like to say is you could walk it, you could jog it, or you can run it. So we could walk it, we can jog it, or we can run it. So you got to find what's appropriate for you. I'm kind of jogging it. Okay, exercise number next, we do in and outs. So we're still moving left to right, but we're gonna be behind the ladder. We're gonna run forward, 1, 2 in, and then we're gonna exit, 1, 2 out. Then we go to the next box. In, 1, 2, out, 1, 2. In and out, right to left. Okay? Short, controlled, quick steps. Let's do it. I'm still running my arms like I'm running down the street. This is no good. Jar Jar Binks arms, no good. Thirty seconds. This is real fun for me today. I ran a 5K yesterday, not a half marathon type of deal, but I ran 3.1 miles, actually 3.2. So
I'm feeling it. But that's okay, because I can always adjust my pace, right? Next exercise, the icky shuffle. Instead of moving laterally down the ladder, we're gonna move our bodies laterally still. We're gonna face it head on. The foot closest is your first step. 1, 2, 3, advance. 1, 2, 3. When you get to the end, you can either 180-degree turnaround or you can try it backwards. When you go backwards, just look where you're going, shoulder to shoulder, because eyes lead the body. 1, 2, 3, step 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Left 2, 3. I never cross my feet. Arms are still pumping. Get those legs to burn. Keep those arms moving. Time. The cousin to the Icky Shuffle is the Heisman. Heisman football trophy has one leg in the air. I have no idea if that's what it looks like. It's probably like this, but I digress. Same step, 1, 2, 3, but this time you lift your knee. 1, 2, 3, lift my knee. Little arm pull when the knee comes in, helps you with some recruitment, gives your arms something to do. 1, 2, 3, single leg balance. You can go forward and then turn and go forward again back, or you can do like me and go forward to back. There's a lot of benefit in learning how to move backwards, like not tripping, not falling. I am feeling those 3 miles though right now. Time. Woo. And next one, crossover shuffle. So same approach, but this time the leg farthest starts. Crosses over the opposite one. 1 foot in, 2 steps out. I'm on the left, I cross my left in. Then I go over, 1, 2. I'm on the right, I start with my right. I'm on the left, I start with my left. Going backwards, you have to step behind. It's a tough one. Behind, 2 out, behind, 2 out. Forward, step in front. You're running on a zigzag. Behind, cross behind your heel, back pedal out. Turn the hips and the torso. Pivot, nimble, agile. Coordinated, versatile, stamina, endurance, perseverance, agility, quickness, speed. Be quick. When quick is about to do it, wham. Or when fast is about to do it, that's what it goes. When fast is about to do it, quick has already done it. Agility in and outs with a little bit of hopping. Last one for today's workout. I go next to the ladder. The foot farthest, I'll come to this side. The foot farthest takes the first step. 3 steps in place, I run. 4th step in, out, and I advance. 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, in, out. When I get to the last one, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, we hop. Shuffle, do the other side. Farthest leg starts. 3 steps in place, 4th step in and out. Get to the end, leave one in, leave one out. Hop back 4, shuffle. 1, 2, 3, in, out. 1, 2, 3, in, out. 1, 2, 3, keep it in, hop it. Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, in, out. Hop it. It's as if you were running in a straight line and you were going to fake someone that you were going to cut in a direction. Time. Good job, friends. Get a little bit of water, hydrate or die. Pick up your ladder, grab a chair, grab your dumbbells. I'll meet you back here for some arms.
Carolina, the new thing that we're going to talk about is qualities of athleticism. When I would present this to the kids, it was qualities of a champion, and just had a ring to it that they paid attention to. But qualities of athleticism, the idea is to balance a physical quality with a mental quality. So the very first one is endurance. And that's very appropriate now that we're working on the agility ladder. Remember, endurance is your ability to perform and to last, right? So if I'm going to do the agility ladder and I go completely off my pace, like so fast that after 1 minute, 1 round, I'm dead, I push too hard. However, if I hold back and I don't give it a sincere effort to try to challenge myself, then I don't get much benefit from it. I remember when Dad used to do a cardio kickboxing class, and you'd have some people who were like, 1, 2, 3, elbow, knee, knee, and they're working really hard and they're sweating. And then you would have other people who are like, 1, 2, 3, elbow, knee. I just don't get much benefit from it. It's like, well, if you put some effort into it, I'm sure you would get a lot more benefit. So someone like you always gives great effort, just reminding you that when you're learning it and you're trying to get better, there should be no pressure to go 90 miles an hour. Accuracy first, speed second, and endurance will build. Now, to complement endurance, we have the character quality of perseverance. So to be able to endure the trials and tribulations of life. Everybody knows that perseverance is essential. The thing that people forget is the most successful people, all the people that you've ever looked up to, have probably failed more times than you can imagine. Thousands upon thousands of failures. Where they were different, and the reason they have found success, is they didn't give up. They were perseverant. Maybe even to a fault. They might have been insanely resilient. But the point is that when you stop, it's over. As long as you keep willing to try to find a way instead of a way out, there's hope. So life's challenge is to persevere through the trials and tribulations and to go after the things that you want. In fitness, the challenge is to endure the grind, right? To have grit, to develop stamina, to develop that resilience and know intellectually that this challenge will make me stronger. So quality of an athlete, number 1, or quality of a champion, number 1. The physical quality is endurance. The mental or character quality is perseverance. Put them together and you really got something. Okay, back to action.
Okay, my friends. So I have a bench, but this is meant to be something you could do with a chair. The issue with a chair might be your armrests, okay? So pick a chair that you feel is stable. If you don't think a folding chair is stable, if you put it on a surface area that can slide, there could be a risk of injury. You need to make sure that you feel secure. You want to keep your feet planted on the ground. So if you have a back on your chair, you don't want to put your back against it. We need to engage your core, sit upright, plant our feet for good stability. When you stand, you get to use a lot more of your body, including your legs, to help with the lift. When you sit, the arms get more work than they would if you're standing, assuming you have correct form. What we're going to do, not everything's going to be totally seated, but we'll need our chair or our bench for everything. We're going to start with triceps. We're going to finish with triceps. Very first thing is a plank, which while it is essential for good core strength, it's a great way to get your arms warmed up with good time under tension. So find yourself a nice position where our shoulders can be right over where our fingers are, about shoulder width, heels push down. I try to flatten myself so that I'm on an incline. I pull my stomach in, I vacuum my stomach in. I pull the abs in without sucking in. And then I hold. I don't want to look down. Try not to lift your butt up. This is rest, so lift it if you need rest. This is work, okay? We want to go for 1 minute, and your job is to try to make it as long as you can with good form, taking rests whenever you need, remembering that it's quality over quantity, and taking a rest doesn't mean you're weak. We are a work in progress. Rome was not built in a day. So I like this saying, mile by mile, it's a trial. Yard by yard, it's hard, but inch by inch, it's a cinch. Start with inches and build the skill, okay? Again, I pull my stomach in, pull my belly button to my spine. I do it without holding my breath. So I'm doing it, but that's why I can talk. Just pull my shoulder blades back a bit, keep my chin up, not down. I push my heels down, not so they touch the ground, but so I recruit my legs. Let my shoulders burn, because they need it. Breathe. Believe. Say encouraging things to yourself instead of saying this is so hard, I hate it. Say this challenge will make me stronger. I can, I will. No challenge, no reward. I believe in myself. Time. Beautiful. Okay, so now we want to do an incline push-up. Push-ups, while a lot of times people think of them solely as a chest exercise, it actually starts with your shoulders, progresses to your triceps, and then only if you have a full range of motion with mindful recruitment does it really start to hit your chest. So what we want to do is try to fight our elbows close to the ribs, like this, not out like that. And I am a believer that something's better than nothing. So if your push-up looks like this, that's something. That'll become this, and then eventually this. When you're on an incline, your chest goes towards the seat, not your nose. So I go here, and I go slow. If I turn my thumbs out just a little, that helps to keep my elbows tight. Time. Okay, buddies. So, buddies, now we're going to do a tricep dip. And the tricep dip's a little tough because it can agitate elbows and wrists. So if that does bother you, let's just skip this one. But if you'd like to give it a go, what I like to do, if you have a chair, it actually works out wonderful because you can hang your fingers off the edge of the chair and get a little out-turn angle to the wrist. And that can be a lot more comfortable. On the bench, I got to go fingers straight down to stay on. I keep my knees bent at 90 degrees and I can dip and press here, or to make it harder, I lift my toes. When I go to do this, I don't need to go really fast. Deep can be more intense, but you got to listen to your shoulders. You got to make sure that you don't get stuck in the low position. So what I want you to do is think, you know, something's better than nothing, like we talked about a moment ago on the incline push-ups, and then we'll build the range of motion. But ultimately, you want to get to 90 degrees bend on your elbow before you extend. And we really want a full extension. I'm going to try to do around 15 to 20 in a minute. So let's go ahead and get ready. I'm at 22 and it's killing me. And time at 25. Oh, well, isn't that fun? But it's one and done. Good job for persevering through. Now we go to the dumbbells. So what we're gonna do is a single arm tricep kickback. You don't need a lot of weight. So what I'm going to do is face my chair. I'll keep calling it a chair because that's what most of us will have at home. I'm gonna bend my knees, but I'm gonna put my hand down and keep my chin up so that my back doesn't do this. And now keeping my butt low, I'm gonna bring the dumbbell right up to my hip. I'm gonna kick it behind me as high as I can, like pinky to heaven. Just relaxed into the exercise. I was fighting to squat just a little bit there. Just tell myself, just embrace it. Let your legs work, Adam. Time. Okay. We have a little rest. We're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm gonna switch around to the other side just so that it's clear for you to see the extension. No need to do that. You just stay where you were on your chair. So remember, I make it kind of like shoulder width, a ski squat, really sit my butt, my hips down, stomach vacuums in, chin up so my back doesn't round. That way we don't hurt our back, but we're recruiting those muscles for stability and posture in the form. Hand that's not lifting is down. I lock this up by my armpit and ribs, try to kick it behind me higher than my hip, as high as my pinky can go. Oh, breathe out when I kick it. And while you're stabilizing and your legs are working to help you stabilize, try to just think about using your triceps, not your whole body. So you're not kicking and turning out, right? Down, kick with the arm. Ooh. 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 Nice. Okay, now if you need a sip of water, please remember to hydrate or die. It's not a threat. And just sip ounces. If you sip ounces, I don't think it'll get slushy in your tummy. I don't think you'll have to run for an emergency pee break, but who knows? Maybe you have a child's bladder, I don't know. So now the shoulders are gonna take over. Triceps help the shoulders push. We'll start with a deep swimmer press, so a dumbbell in each hand, feet planted, vertical. When you push them overhead, horizontal. Okay, now we begin 2 sets of the following exercises. So save something on this one. A solid 10 to 15 reps in a minute, allowing yourself a very moderate pace, and rest anytime your shoulders are just killing you. So what I try to do is I try to go for a burn, and then I do a rep or 2 beyond the burn. Depending on where we are in the workout, there could be a lot of fatigue on my arms. So sometimes the rests come sooner and more frequent, but that's to be expected. We're not taking much rest between the exercises, just 30 seconds. That way we get some anaerobic cardio and we fatigue these muscles. Easiest way to adjust this exercise is instead of doing 2 dumbbells, do 1, push it up right in front, ending with your arms next to your ears. Just watch out for your face when you push it up and drop it down. Time. You can rest your dumbbells on your legs, or you can put them back down on the ground. I'll do a little bit of both depending on what I need. If you ever have a hard time getting your dumbbells up, we lift with our legs like this. See how my leg lifts and brings the dumbbell close? Then I just scooch my elbow under, as opposed to like, especially if you got really heavy weight. I'll demonstrate that as we do our second set of the same thing right now. Elbows tight, feet on the ground, stomach pulled in or vacuumed, arms next to ears. I try not to arch my back. There is a natural arch to your back, so we have that, but I don't lean back. Good way to compress the spine, lose balance, lose control of the weights, get hurt your neck, get an impingement in the neck trapezius area, impingement in the shoulder. So stomach pulls in and just sit with perfect posture. Southern charm posture. You tell I'm feeling it because now I'm not joking around. Okay. I'm gonna put them down. So trying to get the hardest stuff done first. We have now the alternating corkscrew shoulder press. It begins horizontally rather than vertically like the previous one. So imagine you have a barbell. Okay, we hold it here. Still tight elbows, just palms forward. And then I do one and I corkscrew it to vertical, close to my ear, and then the other one. So they start palm out, finish palm in, one at a time. If you like to count, and not everybody does, every 2 is 1. So try to get 8 to 10 total. That's 1. 2 for old Adam. 3. 4. 6. 7. Owie, owie. 8. 9. 10. I want to stop, but I got to do 1 to 2 more beyond that point. Ooh, look, I can still do it. Oh. Okay. Hey, I made time. So I think that's the ticket. You're doing micro tears in your muscles, and the burn cautions us because we feel discomfort when we're injured too. But this is different, right? So with good form, you're not getting injured, but you are doing damage, quote unquote, to your muscles. And then when they repair, when they heal, they weave themselves back together denser and stronger than ever before. And that's how you build strength, build muscle. Let's try again. So you have to tell yourself, I'm not getting hurt. I'm not getting hurt. I'm getting stronger. I want those tone arms. I want those strong arms. I want arms that can last and not get tired. I want to be able to hold my pets, my kids, my grandkids. I want to be able to carry groceries up 2 flights of stairs to my apartment without having to stop because my arms can't handle it. I want to be able to do things. You gotta tell your arms what they need to do. I need you to perform another rep, arms. Ooh. 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 I want to stop, just so you know what's going on. I can get 1 more in each arm. Okay. Oh, and there's the bell. How about that? Okay, so now we only need 1 dumbbell. We're going to hold it horizontally. We're going to lift it straight up to about our face height. We will have a slight bend to our elbows, but it's not a biceps curl. We're not curling it. Legs will be wide. This is wrong. This is right. Okay. Anterior head to the shoulder gets the main emphasis. These are still recruited. Recruit your chest and squeeze your shoulder blades. Your scapula is your shoulder blades. Squeeze them so your back's a part of it. That'll help your posture. We lift, we lower. You can always go faster into the exercise and then slower on the return. And that way you get strong going both ways. I explode the weight up, fighting against gravity, and then I resist gravity's pull on the way down. Up, slow, up, It's a beautiful June day today. Not too hot, slight breeze. Perfect day to exercise. Good day to count your blessings and remind yourself that you have so much to be grateful for. At least you can do this. Imagine if you lost an arm or had cerebral palsy or had some other kind of differently abled challenge. Most of those folks that I've met and worked with would kill to be able to go through this kind of discomfort, just to say, I'm getting stronger physically and mentally. I really think the mental part of fitness has done the most for me. David Goggins, well, I don't subscribe to everything he does. He is a very inspiring figure nonetheless. And one of the things he talks about is how mentally he's gotten more from the physical than he has physically. Second set. And I agree with that. It's the discipline to show up when you don't want to, the discipline to do it when it would be easy not to, and to be consistent when the pull of video games, the couch, movies, food is strong. It's another expression I like. No matter how slow you go when you work out, you're still lapping everybody at home on the couch or everybody in bed scrolling on their phone. I rest on the couch. I watch movies. I play video games. I scroll on my phone. I do all this stuff on the internet. Of course I do. But I tell myself, I gotta have discipline with it. There's gotta be a limit. Doom scrolling is a very appropriate term. Oh my God, we've all been there at least once, where all of a sudden 3 hours have gone by and you've just been scrolling to the nether regions of video after video and you have no idea what you saw 5 seconds ago. Send 100 videos to your friends that they'll never watch. It's crazy, crazy way to exist. This grounds you. It's not just because I'm a martial artist that I like to work with no shoes on and the weather's warm, so it's appropriate. Just nice. Take your shoes off. Get in touch with the world again. Get in touch with yourself. Lateral fly. So you might want to go lighter weight if you have that option. Knees together, stomach tight, slight bow forward, like 20 degrees. And then we fly. Try not to fly your thumbs up. If anything, fly your pinkies up, okay? Here we go. And yet another plane now, right? So we had 2 shoulders overhead, 1 in the front, and now we're flying to the side. Couple that with the shoulder recruitment on the plank, the push-ups, and the triceps that we already did, plus that tricep kickback, which will also get you the reverse plane motion for your shoulders. But don't worry, we have one more shoulder exercise to do the posterior or the reverse motion. Adam's getting tired putting his dumbbells down. So starting with a nice stretch and then tearing through the agility ladder to hopefully get a sweat going and jack our heart rate up, work our legs. It's nice to then sit down, rest the legs, and do something that's different. I like to say that it's a complement. A lot of people say compliment when it's very the same. I like it when it's a little different, you know? Like if you have hot coffee and you put an ice cube in to cool it down. Okay, let's go again. Hey, caramba. 3 seconds. You got another rep in you? Do it. Get some water. We're going to pop up. So what we're going to do is take a runner's lunge. Here's my chair, okay? Here's maybe the armrest. or I'm gonna get my hand down onto the seat. And then I'm gonna do elbow out, row. The reason I'm gonna do elbow out is so I can get my rear deltoid pumping and my trapezius will be working. There'll be less lats. So neutral spine, I drop my hips like in our warm up, chin up, and I pull high. Like I wanna bring the dumbbell up to my shoulder. Again, elbow out, bang. I have to rest the dumbbell on the seat because I don't have enough room to keep it just in the air, but that's okay. Now your legs are gonna be working because we're in a runner's lunge that's being held statically, right? So when they get tired, rest everything. Don't let this happen and then start rowing from here. You gotta drop it down. So those warm up and dynamic stretches aren't just to raise the core temperature, loosen up the body, get synovial fluid moving and acclimate to a warm-up workout to come, but they're also patterns, movement patterns that we need when we exercise. So it's good to rehearse them, practice them, and get good at them. You never do a runner's lunge or a plank, and then you gotta do this. The whole exercise is that much harder, maybe even dangerous. Because again, you can see the difference between a row like that and a row like that, right? Gotta do the other side. So I switch my feet, switch my hands. I would look like this and then pull nice and high towards my shoulder. I'll go to the other side so that you can see the dumbbell being pulled, working my left, drop everything. We rest for another 5 seconds, and then the shoulder emphasis is done. Anytime you work your arms, your shoulders are working, but the emphasis is done. Let's do it. Flare your elbow in this one. All right. Sometimes you gotta growl at your workout. So we had 2 arms, 1 arm, front, laterally, and rear. Not bad for a shoulder sequence. Let's do some curls. You got short head, long head, and brachialis. So we wanna make sure all that gets worked. That's why we have different motions. Start with a corkscrew curl. Legs are together, feet are planted, and they come up twisting in. Really twist your pinkies in and close. This is neutral. This is supinated. Put it together, and you have a corkscrew curl. Lean forward just a bit. I'm breathing right into my microphone. Is it atrocious? Where else to put it? Cool people online put it on their sleeve. Think you can hear me? I don't know. It's untested. All right, Adam, get back to freaking work. You're stalling, procrastinating with the microphone. We all know what you're doing. Notice how I explode up, slow on the way down. Get it, control it. Lift it, put it down. You're gonna pick something up from the ground, you pick it up quick. Not rushed, but quick. You don't pick it up slow. You can, it sounds nuts. But when you put something down, think, I don't wanna break it or drop it. If I was putting a kid down, I wouldn't wanna drop him. I would set him down. If I was putting something expensive down, I wouldn't wanna drop it. I'd wanna control it, right? Same deal with weightlifting. We do the exact same thing again. Get ready for the gun show. So how's it go? If you try, if you get by, you get dealt with. Just reminds us work the whole arm, to have a strong arm, a functional arm, and a nice aesthetic to your arm. Guys tend to overwork biceps, ladies tend to overwork triceps. I don't know what y'all do on shoulders. Do you even do that? Or are you just like, the shoulder's part of the bicep, right? Well, it's not a part of the bicep, it's part of the same body. And yes, it does get some work, but not like those presses. Like right now, my shoulders feel much better after doing those previous shoulder exercises. So this was, again, killing my shoulders. I'm sure they would feel it a bit more. They're definitely a part of it, but different emphasis. I am not a curls guy either. I'm much more of a pressing guy. I like working shoulders. There's a lot of dudes who just love doing their bicep curls. I'm not one of them. It's all right now. Ooh. That's where discipline comes in, right? When motivation fails, discipline takes over. I don't really like it. It's not my favorite. I understand it's important, so I do it. So now we do a unilateral corkscrew curl. Unilateral means that you only hold weight in one hand. Now, what you want to do, keeping the knees together, put the free hand here. Don't let the weight take you over. Stand tall, a little bit of a lean forward, stomach tight. Bring it up like you want to take a bite out of it, and then back down. We just do that arm for a minute, then the other arm. This arm's going to get a nice long rest. So we're going to cut the 30-second interval after this and go right to that arm. Let's go ahead and start, because this one's resting right now. Bring it right up like you want to kiss it. Mwah. I love bicep curls. Mwah. Ew, no tongue. Ooh. Hands on me. Ooh. 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 Oh. Oh. Okay, going to the other arm right away. Plant that hand that just worked, keep your lean forward, stomach tight, corkscrew it up. Unilateral curl. Oh, this arm feels so much better. See how, I mean, it's not wrong. There's a lot of people who would take like a 3 to 5 minute rest between sets. I like to minimalize the rest. And it's not just to get it done, it's to tax the muscles without having to go so heavy with weight. That way you don't need a spot. It's a little easier on the joints. I used to lift really heavy. Used to do powerlifting, barbells, crazy workouts, and I started having elbow wraps, chronic tendonitis, knee braces, ankle braces, plantar fasciitis, back braces. I was always cranky. I was always sore. And then my mother told me I looked like RoboCop one day because I had so much accoutrement on to keep my body from falling apart. And I thought about that and I was like, if I'm supposed to be so fit and so healthy, why do I feel like crap? I lightened the weight, took less rest between sets. My body is doing really well. Ooh. Oh God, now the biceps burning. We're almost there, a few seconds. Yeah. Time. Okay. Hammer curl. When we do the hammer curl, you stay in neutral or vertical. You come up with tight elbows, like you're trying to hold a newspaper or a magazine under your armpit and you don't want it to fall. And we stop at 90 degrees. We don't need to go here. So here, hold for a moment, and then release. Crack my back. Oh, yeah. Okay, feet planted, little lean in, retract your scapula, your shoulder blades, 90, and release. Like you're doing double thumbs up. Do you like curls? Double thumbs up. Sometimes these workouts that I film for you are so tough. I'll do it after training people all day. I'll do it on a Sunday, do it in freezing weather. Today's beautiful. Today I am feeling good. But I point that out not because it's like a guilt trip. It's just, like I said, the discipline, right? When you don't want to do something and you know you need to, that's when discipline takes over. Oh, let's rest. We'll get one more set. So where are we in the realm of things? We're finishing exercise 12. We have 15 to do, but it's kind of tricky because the next exercise you got to do a set on one side and the other. So 15 exercises, not necessarily 15 sets, because some of the stuff's unilateral. But we're getting there. How about this? After these hammer curls, we have one more bicep exercise, just one more. One of the best things to do after a workout like this, where it's very upper body heavy, is rest or go out for a little walk. Go for a 10-minute walk if you just need something else to cap it off. You don't need every workout to be crazy. Sometimes you need that challenge, sometimes you're pumped up, but if every workout is super high intensity and ballistic and you're doing 100 burpees, it's not sustainable. So I like to give you the variety. So we had something up front to get you moving and get your heart rate up, work on some agility, and then we sit you down and do this. Next couple of workouts, we'll use that ladder and we'll build skill, both by virtue of new exercises and repeating the old ones. Concentration curl. Okay, so wide stance, free hand on the leg. You keep your arm attached, dumbbell off the ground. We curl up to our mouth, we come back down. Make sure you keep it attached, okay? There is a risk of hyperextension, so maybe don't straighten your arm all the way unless you're really confident. We'll go one arm and then immediately start the one that's resting. So no 30-second rest interval from arm to arm. Let's start. Again, keep it attached. The leg that your arm is touching, that leg can push into the arm while the arm pushes into it. I can push here to get a little more recruitment. Notice that my chest is up. I'm not rounding my back. Wow. Sorry about breathing into the microphone.
I just gotta curl again. Yeah.
30 seconds and then we'll switch it up. Right away to the other arm. Arm attaches under the chin. Keep the chest up. Slow it up. Take a bite. Take a bite out of fitness. And slow on the way down. We have about 20 seconds. Hang in there. Again, last one as a biceps emphasis. Hang in there. Make it burn. Fight a few reps past the burn. Tell yourself it don't hurt. Tell yourself you're just getting stronger. And this is what you want. You want that feeling. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there you go. So now we come full circle. We started with triceps, we finished with triceps. First one, you're gonna want lightweight. We'll do a single hand overhead tricep extension. If you can't do single hand, put two hands on it. Otherwise, it looks like this. And I keep my elbow sky high. When I go to push, I think my pinky goes to heaven, like I'm drawing a big old Conan the Barbarian sword from my back. And then I put it back in its sheath, okay? Ready? Let's work. Oh boy. I'm 6 reps in and I want to stop. 10 reps in, about 20 seconds left. Yeah, I want to stop. Woo. 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 The belly go right to the other arm. 7 seconds, oh my God. Okay. Okay, prep and start. You tell it was hard, so I just got quiet. Last one, best one. 2 hands on tricep overhead extension. So we can do it like this, but don't let your elbows go out. Fight them forward. Keep it on the back of the head, okay? Don't crescent over the crown. You can also drop it down like this. Elbows tighter this way. Keep it on the back half of the head, but be careful you don't boom, conk yourself on the skull. Whatever you prefer, last one, best one. Okay, let's do it. Oh, my left arm is killing me. Give you a little insight into what I'm going through. Oh. 20 seconds, we got it. 10 seconds, we got it. Come on. There you go. Have yourself a clap, double clap. If I get my arms working. Well done.
Carolina, that's the workout. Send a text. I know you don't like to, but send me a text and let me know how it is so I know I'm giving you what you want. I hope you have a really good day, and I'll see you in the next workout.